Hey everybody, Snooplax here, and today we're going to see how many softlocks we can do in the Mario Party games for Nintendo 64. For those of you that don't know, a softlock, also known as GBJ, is an inescapable state in a video game where you're unable to progress through the game even though the game hasn't crashed. The first game we're going to try to softlock is Mario Party 1, and we're going to start with Plaform Peril. To win the minigame, it's not the player who crosses the finish line first, it's the player to touch the ground of the finish line area. And after a player has won, they walk forward a bit to claim their victory. So this had me thinking, let's say you have a player who's in third place, but to win the game, the player knows the trick about landing on the platform first. So this player jumps very early. Since this player jumped early and landed on the platform first, they are in the lead and they have to walk up to claim their victory. But the other two players jump a little bit later, so they're still technically in front of the player who won the game. So if they happen to jump in a way that would block the character's path from walking, the character would be in an infinite walk animation, softlocking the game. So this is the first softlock I've found, and for anybody wondering, yes, I did let the game run for over an hour, and it was still in the walk animation. I'm going to slow this down frame by frame here. Luigi is behind Mario and DK, but he jumps a little bit before Mario and Donkey Kong, making him land on the platform just slightly before them, even though Mario and Donkey Kong are ahead. When Luigi tries to walk forward for his victory, he gets cut off, and he's going to spend an eternity trying to get by. The next game is Block Blits. My plan for this game was to end a game with a character jumping on another character's head. Mario Party doesn't like ending mini-games when players are airborne, because they like it when all the characters hit the ground so they can either do their winning animation or losing animation. So I thought if I can make a character never hit the ground, they would never have a chance to do their winning or losing animation, so therefore the minigame would go on forever and softlock. However, this didn't work because Nintendo was extremely smart with their coding. When the minigame ends, the bounce mechanics change to prevent things like this from happening. The next game I tried was Mountain Mayhem. This game is very similar to Block Blits, but there's one major exception. I found a way to get a character stuck in a corner, so even if Nintendo tried to change the bounce mechanics at the end of a minigame, that wouldn't matter because since they're stuck, they would keep bouncing forever. I was really surprised when I saw Time Up appear. It really shows how smart Nintendo was, making it so that there was a timer on it too. The next game we're going to look at is Mario Party 2. First game I tried was Lava Tile Island. I had an idea similar as before of getting a character stuck between two characters bouncing on their heads while the minigame ended. For some reason, the game just really didn't seem to care. Next, I tried softlocking Plaform Peril the same way I did in the first Mario Party, but in this updated version in Mario Party 2, they actually changed it to be the first player who crosses the finish line first instead of the first player that lands. With that change, I was unable to softlock the game. This next game is Coffin Congestion. I gotta give a huge shout out to DSJ. DSJ messaged me on Discord showing me a video of him doing a softlock on this game. Back in 2012, he just recorded it on his phone, and he's been trying to replicate it ever since and has been unable to do it. So I thought I'd be up to the challenge and see if I can do this softlock. So this softlock involves just bouncing in between two coffins through a very, very precise jump. This is a very cool softlock. I left this game running for over an hour just to make sure that the character wouldn't break free. Huge shoutouts to DSJ. I'll have his Twitter in the description down below if you want to check out his Twitter account. And the last Mario Party for Nintendo 64, Mario Party 3. My first idea was in Coconut Conk, with a similar plan to leave a player bouncing on another player's head while the minigame ends. Just like in Coin Block Blitz, Nintendo was really smart and changed the bounce mechanics when the minigame ended. And the final game of this video, Bounce N Trounce. In this minigame, you can get players bouncing on other players' heads when the minigame ends. But the thing is though, when they're bouncing on the other players' heads, they move slightly for every bounce. However, if you get the players positioned just perfectly, the player bouncing on the other player's head won't make them move, and the game will softlock. This one was the one I was most nervous about coming undone, but after letting the game run for an hour, the game was still in the softlock state. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. If you could leave a like or maybe even subscribe, I'd really appreciate it, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.